Welcome to the Illuminated Path, where I give you a Thursday to Thursday reading. The guides are lit up today. Like, I'm having so many messages, and they're not clear sentence type messages. They're the kind of messages that are coming in through song and through heart energy. I'm hearing, "Here comes the sun," and I'm also hearing, "You've got a friend in me." And then I'm also hearing, "You got me kissing the ground of your sanctuary." So everything seems to be coming in all at once, like a big funnel in my brain, and the guides are like, "Ah!" But it feels good. It feels really good. It feels high energy. I don't even think we realized how disconnected we were feeling the past few weeks, where we were just trying to get through and trying to use our voices and trying to be strong. And now that connection is coming back in, we've pushed through enough to where we're in alignment right now. And then next week is the planet parade. We'll get into that next week. But for now, you're coming back into connection, back into alignment. The sun might be feeling like it's coming back for you. The energy might be rising a little bit more for you. And you know why? Because you've done a good job. You've done really, really good through a lot of hard things. You've done so good. You've used your voice. You've not backed down. You've been using clarity. When we see the things that are happening, and I don't just mean big global things, that's a big deal, but I also just mean normal day-to-day things. Maybe someone spoke to you in a way that did not honor your sovereignty, and you didn't let it happen. You said, "I'm sorry, let me teach you how to love me. Let me teach you how to be kind to me." Maybe this is through injustices or being ignored at the doctor's offices, and you're having to advocate for yourself. However it has been that you have advocated for yourself or advocated for others through these past few weeks, you've done a good job, and you're being rewarded this week for that. I was guided to my Isis deck again this week. I have not pre-pulled. I just came out here and sat my little butt down right here in the middle of these woods. And I swear, I have to come up with a blooper reel for you at some point. I really do, because you have no idea what it takes to get out here and sit in these woods. And like today, there's this little planter that I sit this camera on. And so it's an upside down planter. And when the ice melted from the snow, there's still ice in it, but most of the ice melted and it created water and a suction. So I went to move the planter because I wanted to sit here today. This is the space I was guided to, the space of the buried bones. And like when I moved the planter, it made this gurgling noise. And it was so loud that I thought there was a huge bullfrog in it. So I like dropped it and jumped and ran and screamed, "Ah!" And, like, really, when I'm out here in these woods, all kinds of stuff happens that I just know you guys would get a kick out of if you could see it and be part of it with me. So maybe a blooper reel is coming at some point. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is different. So this is the Isis deck, which to me kind of speaks a little bit like Mother Mary energy, if you will. That mother energy, if we're looking at Maiden Mother Crone, this might be the mother part of that, although there's a lot more to it in honoring cycles. So I was guided to two main cards, and then this is the back of the card. I haven't looked at it yet. And then this card was sitting right on top, and I felt like it needed to come out, and it felt more masculine. So we all know that we are feminine and masculine in our own energies. So it's not that some of these cards are for girls and some of these cards are for boys. This might be, some of these cards are for your intuitive nature, for your inner work, for your emotional work. And then one of these cards is about your action, your outward work. Okay? Although if you want to do girls and boys, that's fine. So the first one that came out, Talismans of Potency. Sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, bringing physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as part of your spiritual practice. I feel like this came out last week. I feel like we did this one recently. So, of course, since these readings are week to week, sometimes they overlap. Because as time goes on, that's just how it works, right? There's not a cut ending to the energy. But this feels a little different than last time. This feels less like working with spiritual tools, and it feels more like working with materials, physical things, like working with your body, working with nature, doing things that you can actively touch and be physically part of. Because when I think of sacred tools, I'm thinking of like a rattle or a pendulum or, an altar or a stone or crystal. I'm thinking that for sacred tools. But remember that this is a talisman of potency. What is more potent than your physical body, than your voice, than your presence? Maybe this is just asking you to work with yourself, to show up, to be there, to put your awareness on the things that it needs to be illuminated and keep it there, to keep standing strong, to really work with your body, strengthen your voice, practice with these tools because these are your physical tools of sovereignty. The next card is the Temple of Carnelian. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself. Even if not always comfortable, you're going to help you live the life you were born to live. Well, if that isn't right on point with everything we're talking about, be brave. When I think of carnelian, I think of the sacral space, that inner fire, that passion, that courage. Aries energy. I would like to say Leo energy, but Leo's a little bit more heart-centered. That fire, the passion, the courage, the bravery to use your body as a tool, to use your voice, to use your body, to get out there. Keep taking those steps. Keep advocating for yourself. You're being rewarded. The masculine energy card. Dun, dun, dun! The rising sun. I did not re-pull this. The rising sun. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness and persistence. You have been through so much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. This speaks on two different levels. One, it reiterates what I just said, that you are being rewarded for all of the hardships you've been through, for all of the times over the past few weeks where you've had to advocate for yourself, where you've had to speak up, where you've had to hold things to the light that have been hidden, that are not right, that are corrupt. We are pulling the rug away from all of the secrets and the lies that have been hidden underneath it for generations upon generations upon generations. You're doing that just by your attention, your awareness, your vocalization. You're doing that. This is your reward. The other side of this is that a new consciousness is being born, okay? So this isn't just a triumph for all of your hard work and a reward. This is a new consciousness being birthed onto the earth right now. Because of this, I just see a wave crashing across the earth, and what we're focusing on is the wave, the shadow of the wave that's looming over us, the crashing that's happening. Do you hear how loud the birds are getting? Yes, so we're focused on that wave crashing on us, but what is actually happening is that it's washing everything away, and this new dawn, this new day, this new sun, this new consciousness is rising up from it, where we get to be a completely different world, a completely different consciousness, a different planet. I love this, guys. Use your sacred tools, keep using your body, be bold and brave about it, be brash. Be brash. It's the rising sun. It's a new day. It's a new consciousness.